Well, hello everyone. Again, we're here in Baja Window to the south, and today we have a very, very special topic with someone very special. You're gonna check this out. And he is Alberto Laurent, and he worked for 18 years in the U.S. Consulate, and right now he works in funeral services. Has all the information we need to know. You U.S. citizens need to know if something happened. And well, let's hear what he has to say. Alberto, welcome. Thank you.
Denitza, thank you very much.
Thank you.
For your invitation, and happy to be here.
No, we were so glad to be here in in your place. And please tell us, because of course, about you, because you have like a lot of experience, and we really would like to know the ABC of funeral services, of course, that I think every U.S. citizen needs to know. But first, tell me about you a little bit.
Yes, thank you very much. Well, my name is Alberto Laurent. I worked for 18 years for the U.S. Consulate, and now I'm working from Grupo Funerario Santana in Rosarito, in Tijuana, and we provide assistance to U.S. citizens, and we help actually the family who live most of the time in the United States when their loved one pass away. So that's what we're doing right now.
Wow, no, that's amazing. And well, you were telling me as well that you're a binational communicator manager, right?
Exactly. Binational communication manager is the department that works directly with three facilities. We work, first of all, with the family. That is really, really important, because sometimes they don't know what to do when their loved one pass away. We work also, we have contact directly with Mexican authorities, and we guide them in their process to the district attorney. That is something that they have to do. And we help the family to guide them when they don't know to the U.S. Consulate, because that's the representation that can help them in order to follow up with their cases and provide other stuff that I'm going to mention a little bit further.
Okay. No, that's great. So this is a place where they can come to get assistance if somebody passed away here in Mexican soil?
Yes. Okay. When somebody passes away in Mexico,
a U.S. citizen, right?
And they're U.S. citizens, that's a dot that they have. What I'm going to do if my loved one pass away? I'm going to mention a couple things that are going to be really important, and I think that they're going to be really helpful for them. One of them is going to be that the person needs to have a passport when they know that they're going to spend time in Mexico. A U.S. passport.
Okay.
It's something that I can highly recommend. Why? Because if the person doesn't have a next of kin here in Baja or in San Diego, and we're not able to locate them, the U.S. Consulate can help to locate the family, but if they're registered with a passport. So it is very, very important that they have their U.S. passport. All the U.S. citizens that they plan to live in Mexico, they need to have a U.S. passport.
So
it's very, very important.
A must, a U.S. passport to begin with before coming to Mexico, or just having it with you, right?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Why? Because the Department of State is going to check on the system, and they're going to find the next of kin. So it's going to be easy to follow up with the process.
Okay, great. Well, really good to know. And to continue, so where is like the first place, if that happens, unfortunately or so, where they can call or where they can go to start the process?
Yes. Okay, when a person passes away, most of the time the family does, or they recommend the local people that lives here in Mexico, is called 911 to report the incident. Okay. That's the first thing to do. After that, of course, the coroner office and the medical assistant is going to arrive, and they're going to notify, of course, Mexican authorities about the disease. That's going to be really important. After that, is where we go into the picture.
Okay.
Because what we're gonna do is we can provide the family all the guidance. What is gonna be all that guidance? What documents that they need, where to go, how long the process is gonna last, and other things very important, that documents that they can get from the Department of State that they're gonna be really helpful for any legal action, any action in the United States, that is gonna be the CROTA. Okay. It's a document that is provided by the Department of State, and a lot of people think that the death certificate is gonna help in the United States, and no, because the death certificate is a Mexican document, and what they really need is the CROTA, the Certificate of Death Abroad. That is a document that is expedited by the U.S. Consulate.
Wow. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. There's a. I mean, I think that this information is so important. Okay, because we usually don't know, or there's a lot of people that they don't know what to do. So, and after that, what happens? For an example, about like taking the body to the United States, you need all this first.
Yes, when we got in touch with the families, we coordinate with the families, and the family can come actually to Mexico. Most of them, they want to do it because they want to see their loved ones. Of course, it's a very sensitive time, and we are happy to receive them, and we escort them actually to the whole process. It's an extra that we're doing on my apartment.
Okay, please keep telling us, because I know there's more.
Yeah, and after we go and we finish all the process with the different authorities, the coroner office, the district attorney office, we guide the family, like I said in the beginning, with their contact with the U.S. Consulate. And I highly recommend that as soon that they know that their loved one passed away in Mexico, they get in touch with the consulate. Actually, I'm gonna provide an email that is gonna be really important for your audience to know. And the email that they need to have is acstijuana@state.gov. That will be acstijuana@state.gov. It's an email that the U.S. Consulate is going to receive directly at the American Citizen Service Unit. That is the unit that is going to provide assistance to the loved ones of the person that passed away.
Okay, no, great. No, thank you so much for that. I'm gonna, of course, put it right here. And tell me, Alberto, is there something else we need to know you would like to add about this process?
Yes, it's very important to know that the person who's gonna be the next of kin could be if the person is married, it's gonna be husband or wife. If he's not married, it could be father or sons. Okay. But if there's no direct family, it could be any other person. But it's gonna be really important that they go first in contact with the U.S. Consulate, so the consulate can help to locate the family. Okay. So that's going to be really important. For Mexican authorities, it's very important that they search with the right channels, that is going to be the consulate, that there's no other next of kin. Okay. And then a third party, a friend, a neighbor, can act as the person who claimed the remains. Yeah, like representing the family. But first they have to be sure there's no family right there. First of all. It's a little harder probably when there's no family around, right? Exactly. Oh, God. Okay. That's why it's I mention again, that's why it's very important that they have their U.S. passport, because with the U.S. passport, the Department of State or Consulate is going to have all the information of the next of kin. So it's going to be easy. It's easy to track and to get all the information. All the information, exactly. Okay. Yeah, so get a U.S. passport as soon as possible, please. Because you never know. You never know what can happen. So just be prepared. These are the things that we don't want. Well, mostly we don't like to talk about it, but we need to.
too, right?
Exactly.
Because it's life. It's life. No,
Life
you never,
is life.
Exactly, exactly. And it's the cycle at the end of the day, right?
Exactly.
And okay, Alberto, can you please tell us where can we find you? All your information.
Yes. My email is gfsantana@binational.com.mx. Again, gfsantana@binational.com.mx. And my phone number is 24/7 number 619-850-2899. Like I said, I work for Grupo Funerario Santana, and I know it's going to be a difficult time. It's going to be really sensitive, but we have the experience and we have the experience to help you on this difficult time.
Most definitely, I bet you will. Thank you so much,
No,
Alberto.
thank you very much for your visit and for your invitation.
No, and I hope to see you again. We're probably going to be asking you some more questions and different topics that I think they're going to be very useful for our audience and every U.S. citizen that visit, of course, Baja, visit Mexico. Okay?
My pleasure.
Because one thing, I bet the process it could be different if you're here in Baja or you're like in another part of Mexico. It depends on the laws of the state, or it's pretty much the same.
In most of the areas from Mexico is going to be the same. It's going to be, they need to, the family has to bring a birth certificate from the person that passed away, a birth certificate from their self that prove the relation.
Of course.
And of course, it's very important that if two family members, they're going to come, it's easy, but they don't have to get a letter from the district attorney that they call Carta de No Inconveniente. So it's better if two family members come to Mexico with their birth certificate, photo ID, and of course, the birth certificate and the identification from the person that passed away.
Okay, excellent. And well, very quickly, if you can tell us this like in 5 steps, like first 911, second, where
Yes.
That will be probably
Perfect.
practical and
Excellent.
helpful for all.
Okay, chronologically will be 911, of course. Mexican authorities are going to approach the place. After that, the family need to have a funeral home so they can guide them. That's the point where they can get in touch with me. After that, we're going to go, of course, to the district attorney, and we're going to, if they don't have all their documents, we're going to get the Carta de No Inconveniente. If they're direct family and they have the birth certificate, we go straight to the corner office to identify their loved ones. After that, we go back to the district attorney to get the release order to release the remains of their loved one and bring it to our funeral home. And after that, the decision of the family, what they're gonna do. Could be cremation, and most of the time, transfer of the remains to the United States. That's the process, actually speaking fast, what they have to do. At the end, we're gonna follow up with the case, and we're gonna help the family with all the permits that we get from Mexican authorities to get the death certificate. It's important? Yes, it's really important. But for the United States, like I mentioned in the beginning, they need to get the CRODA, the Certificate of Death Abroad. That is something that they can get from the Department of State or Consulate here in Tijuana, and they need to send a copy of the death certificate to the consulate so they can start. Like in 20 days, they will receive at their house 5 copies of the CRODA that they can help the family for any legal action in the United States.
Perfect, got it. Wow, that was great. Thank you so much.
No, you're very welcome.
Alberto.
You're very welcome.
I think, just we're complete in this matter for today, okay?
No, thank you very much.
We'll see you very soon. Thank you so much.
Thank you very
for
much.
joining us here at
Take care.
Baja Window to the South. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.